Hello. Today we are covering Nikola Tesla. Nikola Tesla is an enigmatic man, a man known for being a little on the insane side. And this Serbian American inventor, born July 10th, 1856, in the city of Smiljan in Croatia, is the subject of today's video and the subject of great praise. He was an inventor, an engineer, and the third occupation is a little fun. It's that of an futurist. Yes, he was also involved in that. He even made a death ray one time. Okay, so he discovered and put to use what we basically know now as the principle of alternating current, which is an electric current which periodically reverses direction and changes its magnitude continuously with time. Direct current just flows in one direction. Alternating current, it reverses its direction periodically. He was born in the Austrian Empire. He had dual citizenship of the United States of America as well as the country and the Austrian Empire, and later on the states that succeeded the Austrian Empire. Nowadays, where he was born is falling in Croatia. He was, of course, however, a Serb, and he valued Serbia a lot, according to reports. But that's all about his Serbianness. Let's talk a little bit more. Tesla studied engineering and physics in the 1870s without receiving a degree, gaining practical experience working in telephony and Continental Edison in the new electric power industry. In 1884, he immigrated to the US and became a citizen. He worked with Edison and then set up laboratories. His alternating current, induction motor, and related polyfields was developed in New York. 80 patents licensed by Westinghouse Electric earned him a lot of money and became the cornerstone of the polyphase system, which this company eventually marketed. He attempted to develop inventions he could patent as well as market, that means sell. Tesla conducted a range of experiments with mechanical oscillators and generators, electrical discharge tubes, and X-rays. He also built a wirelessly controlled boat. Yes, one of the first ever. He also became well known as an inventor, and many wealthy people came just to look at what he made. He was also noted for his showmanship at public lectures. Throughout the 1890s, he pursued his ideas for wireless lighting and worldwide wireless electric power in his high voltage, high frequency power experiments in New York and Colorado Springs. In 1893, he made pronouncements on the possibility of wireless communication with his devices. Well, we did achieve wireless communication. That's what I'm doing with you, not from that device. Tesla tried to put these ideas to practical use in his unfinished Wardenclyffe tower, an intercontinental wireless communication power transmitter. But what happened was he ran out of money. What else happened when he ran out of money, you ask? Well, after Whitecliff, Tesla experimented with a lot of inventions, and then from the 20s onwards, he was living in hotels. In the fall of 1937, when he was 81, he left the Hotel New Yorker and went ahead to feed the pigeons. Now, the hilarious thing that happened was that he wanted to dodge a moving taxi cab, threw himself to the ground. His back was wrenched, ribs broken, and severe injuries, and he never ever consulted a doctor. He lived in room number 3327 at the New Yorker and died on the 7th of January 1943 at the New Yorker from coronary thrombosis. And that was a big loss. However, there's more about it. So, 2 days later, the FBI ordered the Alien Property Custodian to seize Tesla's belongings. John G. Trump, uncle of The infamous Trump, a professor at MIT and a well known electrical engineer who served with the National Defense Research Committee at the time, was called in to analyze his items. They were held in custody. Now, after a 3-day investigation, his report concluded that there was nothing which would constitute an hazard in unfriendly hands, saying his Tesla's thoughts and efforts during at least the past 15 years were primarily speculative, philosophical, and somewhat promotional, often concerned with production and wireless transmission of power, but did not include new, sound, workable principles or methods. This was the reason he fell into relative obscurity, because he used to hold these press conferences on his birthdays where he would tell people all about his new death rays. Yes, he rests in peace at the Nikola Tesla Museum in Belgrade, Serbia. And the Nikola Tesla Museum is situated in Belgrade in Serbia. Where is Belgrade, you ask? Well, that's the capital of Serbia, as I said. In the Nikola Tesla Museum, it's a science museum honoring his life and his works. It holds more than 160,000 original documents and 2,000 books on just one topic. This man by the name of Nikola Tesla. Now let's talk about his personality. Now his personality was eccentric to say the least. For example, he only wanted to be served by the head waiter and would only eat dinner at 8:10 p.m. He claimed that he only sleep 2 hours at night and many such other claims. He never married, which some people say was because of his insanity. Also, to add to the list, he lived a secluded and unsocial life, but sometimes he would go on to be a very showmany person. The SI unit of magnetic flux density is called the Tesla. In his honor, this was renamed in the year 1960 by the American General Society of Weights and Measures. This is a big honor. Tesla, the car company, is named after him. Well, what is Tesla, the car company, first of you all you ask? Well, it's named so because it manufactures electric car. It's the biggest electric car manufacturer. Apart from this, the former Czechoslovakia had an electrotechnical conglomerate called Tesla. Nikola Corporation is an American hydrogen and electric truck manufacturer, and many other companies. And there's also a band called Tesla in Sacramento, formed in the 80s.